Hi everyone, you are welcome to the second day of our tutorial on n8n. What we did previously was using a webhook to send a message to the Gmail connected to it when triggered, right? And we use the browser, the Chrome browser itself, to trigger the webhook. But in today's section, we are going to be working with webhook as well as using a Google Sheet at the tail end of the webhook. We're going to be using another tools today to trigger the webhook, not the web browser today. We're going to be using a Postman to trigger or send information. When I mean send information to the Google Sheet, I mean post information to the Google Sheet so that it can be logged into the columns that have been created into the Google Sheet. So let me show you what we've already created in the Google Sheet. This is our Google Sheet. I titled it Webhook Logger. So we have the name, email, reward, events, and dates. These are the column we have in the Google Sheet. This is what we're going to be using to connect to the Google Sheet, and this is where we're going to be logging the information coming from the webhook into the Google Sheet. Now let's go back to our n8n. This is our n8n interface overview. Let me show you the Postman itself. This is the Postman right now. We're going to be posting from here. You can see we have get, we have post, we have put, patch, delete, head options. So we're going to be using post option this morning to post data into the into the Google Sheet. So let's go back to our n8n and get started, right? So how do? We create a workflow, right? Let's click on create workflow. Okay, this is our canvas. We're now getting familiar with canvas itself, right? So adding first step, we search for webhook, right? Webhook, right? Like I told you guys, a schedule can be a trigger, a Google Sheet itself can be a trigger, a chat can be a trigger, a form can be a trigger. So we are just going gradually with a webhook, right? So let's select the webhook. This is the parameters coming up, right? Okay, this morning we'll be doing a post, not a get, right? So let's change the HTTP method to what? To post. Okay, because we're going to be aligning this together with it in the Postman itself. So let's change the patch to be what? To be let's title the sheet logger this time around. Sheet logger. Response type almost immediately, right? This is that about the configuration of the webhook. I like using the zoom to fit. Okay, now let's connect the next node to it. The next node, last class we used the Gmail. Today we're going to use Sheet, right? Okay, Google Sheet. What do we want this Google Sheet to do? Is it to um, create spreadsheet, delete spreadsheet, append or update rules? Append rule in Sheet. So what we'll do is let's append rule in Sheet, right? Let's append rule in Sheet. We have append rule in Sheet. So we have the parameters coming up, like I said. So I have already configured these credentials together with my n8n. Yes, but it would be nice if I can re-authenticate it. So let's do this. Let's sign in with Google Sheets. Sorry, with Google. So signing in with Google right now is authenticating. How fast it is depends on my network strength right now. So let's just hope my network is a bit faster. I have it coming up. Let me continue. You know, um, it's loading. It's loading. I have it all coming up, loading. So I said how fast it is depend on my network strength, right? My network strength this morning is okay. So let's have it coming up. Let's have it coming up. Okay, I think it's about to come up. Yeah, it's coming up. So let's continue. You just have to be patient, to achieve most of these things. You have to be patient, take it easy, continue. Google hasn't verified this app, so Google is trying to verify the app. So it's coming up. Okay, this will allow us to be able to look into the sheets we want to use um, from my email, right? Because Google Sheet is an app in our Google um, place of okay, it has connected connection successfully. Good. Now let's go back. So what do we want to do right now? Sheet within document, we leave it as it is. Append the rows. Yes, we want to append the information coming from the webhook into the what? Into the rows and columns, right? Yes, so what I need to do now is the document I want to use. Yeah, I showed you, I said the title is what? Webhook Logger, right? So take it here. So it's loading up, it's loading up, it's loading up. Let's choose the sheet. Okay, sheet one, right? Okay, let's look at it. Okay, here we have map each column manually. We can go by mapping it manually, and we can also go by mapping it automatically. So let's leave it manually for now. And at the end of the day, when we send information from the webhook, we can come and do a drag and drop here. So we'll do a drag and drop here of name, email, reward, event, and date. So let's go back to Canvas. Going back to Canvas, let's use the zoom to fit. Yeah, zoom to fit achieve. So now let's go to our Postman to do our configuration, right? Yes. So what do we do right now in a Postman? We create a new tab or a new request, HTTP request. Let's click on that. Okay, we said we want to use the post, right? So we can click on the post. So now we need our test URL to come in here. So where do we get it from? We'll go back to our n8n, open our webhook. This is our test URL. Yeah, test URL is for testing your webhook at the processing stage. Why production URL is when you have activate your workflow. That is when you can use the production URL. So for the sake of this tutorial, we go on test URL, click on it to copy, copy. All right, let's go back. Now let's click on our Postman again, and let's paste this here. Control V. All right. So we have one settings to do again. Let's go to our header. Okay. So you can see our headers. We have key, we have value. So under key here, we go with what? We go with content to be type. Okay, then we go with value to be what? Application JSON, right? So that is that. Then we go to our body where the information we want to send is located. So this is our body right now. So we'll paste our information. Yes, we'll paste our information. So I have it all copied. So what I will do now is I'll just do Control V. So let's explain what this means. Okay, what this means is for names, these are our column in the sheet logger. We have name, we have email, we have reward, we have events, we have this. They are strings data, right? String means they are word, they are letters, right? So they are not integers, so we look them as string, right? This is a JSON file or the JSON data I want to append as um, rows in our new sheet logger. So what we can do now is we go back to our n8n to listen. So when we go to our n8n, let's zoom to fit again. Now let's execute workflow. Okay. Now waiting for trigger event, right? So let's go back to our Postman and send. Okay. Wow. So we have 200 OK request successfully. The server has responded as required. So workflow was executed successfully. So now let's go to our n8n and see, oh, we have append rows in sheet to have error. So let's click to fix this. Let's click to fix this. Okay, let's scroll. What is happening? Okay, values to be sent. Now let's fix this value to be sent. Okay, under the body by your left hand we have input. Under the body, let's drag the name to name, email to email. This is the beauty and joy of n8n. Drag and drop, reward to reward, event to event. dates to date. Okay, I think that is all about this. So we believe that after executing again now, we have an output by the right hand. So let's go back. Let's execute workflow again. So let's go back to Postman to send once more. Okay, wow. So we have 200 OK again. So let's go back to n8n again. You can see, wow. So workflow executed successfully. Wow. So let's open up our webhook logger to see what we have, right? Wow. So you can see we have the information in our webhook logger already appended. Wow, we have Ali Abdul, Ali at gmail.com, 5,000 naira, webhook demo for the event, 260103, today's date. Wow, this is beautiful. Now let's go back to our n8n and check the log section. So under the log section, we have the append rolling sheet working fine. So you can see the input. This is the input. This is where we did our drag and drop the other time, right? Inside the Google Sheet. So let's look at the output. Abdul for name, email, reward, events for date and everything. So this is how we can actually build a simple sheet logger in n8n. So we can save this. Let's rename this workflow to be what sheet logger. All right. So we can save this workflow. Saving this workflow means we have successfully built our second workflow in n8n. So congratulations to you guys. We have come to the second milestone in n8n. I hope you enjoy our video. You can like our video, subscribe to the channel, and also share this video with family and friends. So we hope to see you in our next class where we're going to be using the Slack and doing more of APIs in the next class to come. Thank you for staying with us. See you next class.